Awareness is the beginning of transformation. Every human being holds within a seed of limitless potential, but that seed remains dormant until it is awakened by the light of awareness. Awareness is not something we gain from the outside world. It is already within us, waiting to be remembered. Most people move through life reacting to situations without realizing that every reaction is a reflection of their inner state. When you pause and become aware, you step out of the cycle of unconscious living and into the power of conscious creation. That single moment of awareness can begin to reshape everything you know about yourself. Each morning, when you open your eyes, the universe offers you a new opportunity to begin again. Yet most of us start the day by remembering our past, our worries, and our limitations. We wake up and immediately replay the same thoughts that kept us stuck yesterday. This is the trap of the unconscious mind, the cycle of habitual thinking that prevents growth, but awareness interrupts that pattern. When you say to yourself, "I am aware that I am thinking," you step into the role of the observer. In that moment, you are no longer controlled by your thoughts. You are guiding them. That is the first step toward freedom. Think about how often we go through our days unaware of our breathing, unaware of our emotions, unaware of the stories we tell ourselves. We live in the past or project into the future, rarely resting in the present moment. Deepak Chopra teaches that awareness is the purest form of intelligence. It is not attached to what happens, it simply witnesses. When you learn to observe your thoughts without judgment, something incredible happens. The mind begins to quiet. In the silence that follows, wisdom rises. You realize that you are not your thoughts, but the consciousness behind them. That realization is the birth of inner peace. When you live with awareness, you begin to notice the small miracles that surround you, the warmth of the sun, the sound of your heartbeat, the way a gentle breeze moves through the trees. These are not random occurrences. They are reminders that life is happening now and that your presence in this moment is sacred. Most people wait for big achievements to feel alive, but awareness reveals that every breath is a miracle in itself. The simple act of paying attention turns ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Life does not need to change for you to feel joy. You simply need to become aware of the beauty already present. Awareness transforms suffering into growth. When pain arises, the unconscious mind wants to escape or resist it, but awareness invites you to observe it with compassion. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" awareness asks, "What is this trying to teach me?" The moment you shift from resistance to observation, the energy of suffering begins to dissolve. You start to see that every challenge carries a message, every obstacle hides a lesson. Through awareness, you begin to understand that life is not punishing you, it is preparing you. The very experiences that once caused pain become the stepping stones toward wisdom. When we live without awareness, we allow emotions to control our lives. Anger, fear, jealousy, and anxiety take over our mind and dictate our actions. But when awareness is present, emotions no longer have the same power. You can feel anger without becoming angry. You can experience fear without being consumed by it. Awareness creates space between stimulus and response, and in that space lies your power. Instead of reacting, you begin to respond with intention. That is where personal mastery begins, not in controlling the outer world, but in mastering your inner state. To cultivate awareness, you must first slow down. In a world that glorifies speed and busyness, awareness thrives in stillness. Set aside a few moments each day to simply breathe and observe. Notice the rhythm of your breath, the sensations in your body, the sounds that fill the air. Do not try to change anything, just watch. This simple practice reconnects you with your inner self. The more you practice being aware, the more you will notice that peace is not something you find, it is something you uncover. It was always there beneath the noise of your thoughts. The ego resists awareness because awareness dissolves illusion. The ego thrives on comparison, fear, and separation. It tells you that you are not enough, that you must achieve more, have more, become more. But awareness reveals that you already are complete. When you observe your thoughts instead of believing them, the ego loses its grip. You begin to see that your worth is not measured by what you achieve, but by who you are. Awareness breaks the chains of identity and opens the door to your true essence. That essence is not small or limited. It is vast, boundless, and connected to all of existence. Awareness is not only about watching your thoughts. It is about being present with your actions. When you eat, be aware of the taste, the texture, and the nourishment it brings. When you walk, feel the ground beneath your feet. When you speak, listen deeply to your own words. Presence transforms routine into ritual. Through awareness, even the simplest actions become expressions of gratitude. You begin to move through life with mindfulness, and that mindfulness radiates energy that influences everything around you. The more present you become, the more powerful your vibration becomes. Many people think awareness is something only spiritual teachers can achieve, but that is not true. Awareness is your natural state. It only becomes clouded by distraction. Technology, stress, and constant stimulation pull us away from ourselves. Yet awareness is never lost. It is only forgotten. Every time you pause to breathe, to feel, to notice, you return to it. Awareness is not about retreating from the world, but engaging with it more deeply. It allows you to see life as it truly is, without distortion. Through awareness, you rediscover the wonder that you felt as a child, when everything was new and full of magic. Awareness also deepens your relationships. When you are truly present with someone, you give them the greatest gift you can offer, your full attention. You listen not just to their words, but to the energy behind them. You sense their emotions and understand them beyond logic. Awareness allows you to communicate from the heart rather than the mind. In that state, love flows naturally, without condition or expectation. Relationships begin to heal, not because others change, but because you bring presence into them. Presence is love in its purest form. Awareness brings clarity to your purpose. When you live unconsciously, you chase goals that others have defined for you. You follow patterns of society, seeking validation and approval. But awareness strips away illusion and helps you hear the quiet voice within. That voice does not shout, it whispers. It speaks through intuition, through feelings, through moments of stillness. When you listen with awareness, you begin to align your actions with your true calling. Success then becomes a natural outcome of living authentically, not a desperate pursuit of external rewards. The mind will always try to distract you. It will fill your awareness with thoughts about the past and worries about the future. But awareness is the anchor that keeps you in the present moment. When your mind drifts, gently bring it back to now. Say to yourself, this moment is all there is. The power of life exists only in this moment. The past cannot be changed, and the future has not yet arrived. When you live fully in the present, anxiety dissolves, and peace unfolds naturally. You begin to realize that happiness is not somewhere you arrive. It is something you experience right here and now. As awareness deepens, gratitude grows. You start to see blessings in places where you once saw burdens. Every difficulty becomes an opportunity to evolve. Every failure becomes a teacher. Awareness shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. You stop asking, why me, and begin saying, Thank you for showing me what I need to learn. Gratitude nourishes awareness, and awareness amplifies gratitude. Together they create a powerful cycle that expands your consciousness and opens your heart to the infinite possibilities of life. Awareness also strengthens resilience. When life tests you, awareness helps you stay centered. Instead of being swept away by emotions, you observe them passing through. You remain calm in the midst of chaos, grounded even when the world shakes. This calmness is not weakness, it is mastery. It comes from knowing that everything in life is temporary, including pain. Awareness helps you trust that every storm will pass and that after every night the sun will rise again. It gives you the courage to keep going even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Through awareness, creativity flourishes. When the mind is quiet, inspiration flows effortlessly. Ideas emerge from the silence, and solutions reveal themselves without struggle. Awareness opens the door to higher intelligence, the universal field that connects all life. Artists, inventors, and visionaries have always known this. They enter a state of awareness where creation happens through them, not from them. You too can access this state when you let go of trying to control and simply allow yourself to be. Awareness is the bridge between human effort and divine inspiration. Awareness teaches humility. It reminds you that you are both the observer and the observed, the creator and the creation. You begin to see the interconnectedness of all life, the tree, the river, the sky, the people you meet. Everything becomes part of a single living organism. You no longer feel separate from the world, you feel one with it. This sense of unity brings deep compassion. You start to treat others with kindness because you recognize yourself in them. Awareness transforms competition into cooperation and judgment into understanding. When awareness becomes your way of living, you no longer seek happiness from the outside. You realize that joy arises from within and radiates outward. Nothing external can take it away because it is rooted in being. Awareness reveals that your true nature is peace, love, and light. The more you live in awareness, the more effortless life becomes. You stop fighting against what is and start flowing with it. Challenges still appear, but they no longer shake your core. You live with grace, with presence, and with purpose. In the end, awareness is not just a practice. It is a way of being. It is the silent witness that has always been there, watching your thoughts, your emotions, and your experiences. It is the part of you that is untouched by time, unbroken by pain, and limitless in potential. The journey of awareness is the journey back home to yourself. It is the realization that you are not a drop lost in the ocean, but the entire ocean expressing itself as a drop. So listen to this every day and remember, your power begins the moment you become aware. Energy is the essence of life. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every word you speak carries energy. This energy moves out into the universe and returns to you multiplied. Deepak Chopra teaches that the universe is not random, it is responsive. It listens not to your words, but to your vibration. When you fill your inner world with gratitude, peace, and love, that frequency draws experiences of harmony and abundance back to you. Energy is the silent language of creation, and intention is its guiding force. Most people go through life unaware of the power they are transmitting every moment. They complain about what they do not have and wonder why life feels heavy, but the universe is simply reflecting their energy. When your dominant vibration is one of fear, doubt, or resentment, that same energy shapes your experiences. The truth is that life mirrors your state of being. You cannot attract peace while radiating conflict. You cannot attract abundance while living in a mindset of lack. Awareness of your energy is the key to transforming your reality. Intention gives direction to energy. It is like the steering wheel that guides the current of your life. Every action begins as an intention, whether conscious or unconscious. When you set a clear intention from the heart, the universe begins to align itself to make it real. But intention is not mere wishful thinking. It is a powerful declaration of your alignment with purpose. When intention arises from love and clarity, it becomes a magnetic force. It draws people, opportunities, and circumstances that match its vibration. To use energy and intention effectively, you must first become aware of what you are sending out. Pause and observe your emotions. What kind of energy are you projecting right now? Is it joy or frustration, confidence or doubt? Whatever energy you emit becomes the foundation upon which your future is built. The law of resonance ensures that energy attracts energy of the same kind. When you choose to radiate positivity, you begin to shift your entire reality. The more consistently you hold that energy, the faster your external world transforms. Gratitude is one of the highest forms of energy. It immediately changes your vibration and aligns you with abundance. When you appreciate what you already have, you signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. Gratitude dissolves fear and scarcity because it focuses your attention on fullness. Every day, find reasons to be thankful. Thank the morning light, thank your breath, thank the people who cross your path. The simple act of gratitude multiplies blessings. The more grateful you are, the more life gives you reasons to be grateful. Your energy is shaped by what you focus on. If you constantly think about problems, your energy becomes heavy and resistant. But if you focus on possibilities, your energy expands. Deepak Chopra says that energy follows attention, and attention follows intention. This means that where you place your attention determines the flow of energy in your life. Focus on what you want, not on what you fear. Feed the vision, not the doubt. What you nurture with attention will grow, and what you neglect will fade. Many people misunderstand the power of intention because they try to control outcomes instead of aligning with energy. Intention is not about forcing the universe to obey your will. It is about harmonizing with it. You do not push the river, you flow with it. The most powerful intentions come from stillness, not struggle. When you set your intention in a calm state of awareness, you become a channel for universal intelligence. Life begins to flow with ease. Synchronicities appear, doors open, and what once seemed impossible starts unfolding naturally. Every emotion carries a frequency. Love, joy, and peace vibrate at a higher frequency, while fear, anger, and resentment vibrate lower. When you live in lower vibrations, your energy feels dense, and life becomes filled with obstacles. But when you raise your vibration through love, compassion, and forgiveness, you elevate your entire experience. You begin to see solutions instead of problems. You attract supportive people and uplifting experiences. Your inner state becomes the compass that guides your outer journey. Your body is an instrument of energy. Every cell responds to your emotional state. When you think loving thoughts, your body relaxes and heals. When you think fearful thoughts, it tightens and contracts. Your health is a reflection of your inner energy field. To live in balance, nurture your body with positive energy through meditation, mindful breathing, and self-care. Speak kindly to yourself. Treat your body as the sacred vessel it is. When your physical energy is aligned with peace, your mental and emotional energy also flourish. Energy does not lie. You can say all the right words, but if your energy does not match your message, people will feel the difference. The most powerful communication happens beyond words. It is transmitted through presence. When you enter a room full of calm confidence, people sense it. When you radiate joy, it uplifts others without effort. Your energy speaks before you do. Therefore, cultivate energy that reflects the person you aspire to be. Live from authenticity, and your energy will inspire everyone around you. The energy you give to others always returns. When you help someone sincerely, that vibration circles back to you in unexpected ways. The universe keeps a perfect balance. Acts of kindness send ripples through the energetic field that reach far beyond what you can see. Even a smile, a gentle word, or a silent prayer can shift the energy of another person. Never underestimate the impact of your vibration. Every positive act contributes to the healing of the collective consciousness. To direct your energy wisely, clarity of intention is essential. Ask yourself, why do I want what I want? When your intentions come from love, contribution, and growth, they carry tremendous power. But when they arise from fear or ego, they create resistance. The universe responds to purity, not manipulation. The clearer your intention, the stronger its magnetic pull. Clarity comes from stillness. Spend time in silence each day, reconnecting with your inner being. From that space, set intentions that align with your soul's purpose. Energy flows where joy goes. When you do what you love, your energy expands effortlessly. Passion is a natural amplifier of vibration. It lifts your spirit and inspires those around you. That is why people who live with purpose seem to have boundless energy. They are not pushing through life, they are flowing with it. If you feel drained, it is a sign that you are out of alignment. Realign with what brings you joy, and your energy will return. Follow the path that makes your heart come alive, for that is where your true power resides. Fear blocks the natural flow of energy. When you live in fear, your energy contracts and becomes stagnant. You begin to doubt yourself and hesitate to act, but courage opens the channel again. Every time you face fear and move through it, your energy expands. The universe supports the brave because bravery is an act of trust. Trust that you are guided. Trust that the path will unfold. Trust that you are enough. When you let go of fear, your energy becomes magnetic and unstoppable. Forgiveness is another way to free trapped energy. Holding on to resentment or anger binds you to the past and drains your vitality. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or approving what happened. It means releasing the energy that keeps you tied to it. When you forgive, you reclaim your power. You free yourself from emotional heaviness and open space for new blessings. Forgiveness purifies your energy and allows love to flow again. It is one of the most powerful acts of healing you can offer yourself. Your environment also affects your energy. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and spaces that inspire you. Energy is contagious. The company you keep influences your vibration. Choose to be around those who remind you of your light, not your limitations. Create an environment of harmony through beauty, music, and nature. Even small changes, like cleaning your space or adding fresh flowers, can shift your energy dramatically. The more aligned your surroundings, the easier it becomes to maintain a high vibration. Intention works best when it is detached from outcome. When you set an intention, release it with trust. Do not chase results or question timing. The universe has its rhythm, and it always delivers what aligns with your growth. Impatience lowers your energy, while faith amplifies it. Believe that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. When you trust deeply, your energy becomes open, receptive, and magnetic to miracles. Energy and intention also influence how you respond to challenges. When difficulties arise, most people react with frustration, which only amplifies resistance. But if you meet challenges with calm awareness and faith, your energy stays elevated. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" This shift transforms obstacles into opportunities. Life will always present contrast, but your response determines whether you grow or suffer. Master your energy, and you master your destiny. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools to align energy and intention. In meditation, you quiet the noise of the mind and connect with pure consciousness. In that silence, intention takes root in fertile ground. You are no longer trying to make things happen. You are allowing them to unfold. From that space, you can send energy of love, healing, and abundance into the world. Meditation teaches you that energy does not need force. It moves naturally when guided by awareness and intention. Service amplifies energy like nothing else. When your intentions are rooted in serving others, you tap into the infinite energy of the universe. You stop living from the limited self and begin living from the soul. Giving without expectation creates a vibration of expansion. The more you give, the more energy flows through you. This is the paradox of life. You gain strength by sharing it. When your life becomes an instrument of service, your energy becomes unstoppable, and your presence becomes healing to everyone you meet. Everything you create begins as energy. Your thoughts plant the seed, your emotions water it, and your actions nurture its growth. Energy and intention together form the blueprint of reality. You are not a passive observer of life. You are a co-creator. The power that created galaxies also flows through you. When you align with that truth, you stop waiting for miracles and start living as one. Energy responds to authenticity, clarity, and love. When those three meet, creation becomes effortless. As your awareness of energy deepens, you realize that nothing is separate. The thoughts you think affect the world around you. The energy you emit influences people you may never meet. Every moment you are contributing to the collective vibration of humanity. Choose to be a source of light. Choose to emit peace. Choose to radiate love. Your energy matters more than you can imagine. Every act of conscious intention ripples through the universe in ways beyond measure. In the end, your life becomes a reflection of your energy and your intentions. You are the artist and the canvas, the dreamer and the dream. The universe is not something outside of you. It is responding to you. When you live with awareness of your energy and clarity of your intentions, you step into your true creative power. You stop surviving and start thriving. You become the calm in chaos, the light in darkness, the harmony in noise. So listen to this every day and remember, whatever energy you give to the world will always find its way back to you. The human experience is a dance between mind, body, and spirit. Each part of you carries its own wisdom, yet true harmony arises when all three move together as one. Deepak Chopra reminds us that healing is not only physical, it is the alignment of thought, emotion, and soul. The body is the vessel through which the spirit expresses itself, and the mind is the bridge that connects the two. When you live in alignment, you become whole. When that wholeness awakens, every cell in your being begins to vibrate with vitality and purpose. Most people live fragmented lives, giving attention to one part while neglecting the others. They nourish the body but starve the soul, or they chase spiritual peace while ignoring the mind's chaos. True well-being demands balance. The mind shapes your thoughts, the body translates those thoughts into experience, and the spirit gives meaning to it all. When any part is disconnected, life feels heavy and uncertain. But when all three align, you experience clarity, energy, and peace that flows effortlessly through every aspect of life. Your body is not separate from your consciousness. It is a mirror of it. Every emotion, belief, and memory leaves an imprint on the body. Stress tightens the muscles, fear weakens the immune system, and love strengthens the heart. The body listens to the language of the mind. When your thoughts are kind and loving, your body responds with health and vitality. When your thoughts are filled with judgment or resentment, the body reflects that imbalance. To heal the body, you must first heal the mind that directs it. The mind is a powerful instrument, yet it must be guided by awareness. Left unattended, it becomes a source of confusion and suffering. But when you train the mind through mindfulness, it becomes a tool of creation. Thoughts are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of the universe. When nurtured with attention and emotion, they bloom into reality. A calm and focused mind brings peace to the body and light to the spirit. The more you quiet the noise of unnecessary thoughts, the more space you create for